Well, welcome to Bible Breaks here in the Longford group of parishes. Bible Breaks is where we hit pause on our busy days.
Where we take a break to move and shape.
And learn a bit about the Bible while we do it. My name is Reverend Simon, this is my wife Tam, and today we're going to bring you a Bible break from the Old Testament.
So for today's Bible break, we'll be using a ball or anything else that you can throw.
I've got a cloud.
To help tell our story. So right now, I want you to pause this video and go and get something you can throw. It might be a tennis ball or a football or a cloud pillow or just anything you can throw. But make sure it's not breakable, and also make sure there's nothing breakable in the room around you. So hit pause. Are you back? Great. So today's Bible break is about a story in the Bible where something was thrown. That's why we have a ball or something we can throw.
Well, I know a story in the Bible where a boy named David throws and slings a rock, and the giant falls down in the book of 1 Samuel.
And that's the story we're learning today, Simon. Well done. The story from 1 Samuel about David and a giant named Goliath. So these are the actions that you're going to need to learn with your ball or whatever you're throwing that will help us tell the whole story in 5 parts. So first we're going to be putting the ball up into the sky. Then we'll be putting the ball down. Okay, then we'll be doing little throws, not too high because we don't want to lose it. Up into the air, and then little ones down to the ground. Okay, then we'll be going around our body with the ball. So you've got to switch hands behind you and switch hands back in front. Now change directions. That's a bit tricky, but I know we can do it. And finally, we need to throw it forwards, but not too far because we've got to run and collect it again before the next part of the story starts. So we'll try that again one more time so we get the hang of all the actions. So ball into the air, ball to the ground. Okay, then little throws. And then little throws down. Around the body, changing hands behind and in front. And then the other direction. And then a small throw forwards. And I lost mine, so don't do what I did.
And my cloud bounces all over the place. So this is going to be exciting.
It's going to be a challenge, but it's okay if you lose it. It is okay. So I was able to go and get mine and we're ready to go now. All right.
Well, let's get into part 1 of this story. The armies using the ball actions we've just learned.
Okay, so we're doing up first. The Philistine army was very big. The Israelite army was small.
Each army stood on top of the hill and with a battleground down below.
Each day the army waits around with the Israelites scared to fight their ground.
Scared to send a hero forth. Throw it forward.
I'm running at it again. Okay, now we're ready for part 2. The giant, using the same actions we've just used.
The Philistine hero was a giant upwards, who laughed every day at the Israelites downwards.
He teased them from on top of his hill, asking would anyone come down to fight.
Morning and evening he would wait and call for the Israelite army to stop waiting around.
To send a hero forth. So throwing it forward. Run and get it.
Part 3. Little David using the actions we've just learned.
David had a large family, of which David was the smallest.
But when David heard the giant's call, he knew something should bring him down.
David did not want to wait with the others or to stand and stare with his brothers.
So hero David stepped forth.
Throwing it forward. Oh, well, mine bounced back. That was very lucky. Okay, part 4. Using the same actions. This one's the weapon.
David borrowed armor from the big Israelite king but he was too small for the armor of the king.
So he lifted the armor off of his head and went with his sling down to the stream instead.
David searched and looked around and found 5 rocks from the stream and ground.
And he readied to step forth. Throw forwards. Oh, wanna get it?
Get it? Part 5, the battle, using the same actions.
Okay. Side by side, the giant looked huge, and David looked tiny like an ant.
David stood tall and courageous, while the giant Goliath looked down.
My God will fight for me and surround me, David said. Then he swung his sling, knocking Goliath on the head.
Ouch! And the giant Goliath fell forth.
The tiny hero David won with only the rock that he'd slung. The giant fell down because of what God had done.
Oh, that's a great story. That is a story from the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 17 in the Old Testament. So look it up and read it again. And remember your actions about David taking on Goliath. Well, that was a great Bible break today. I hope you're energized, that you have a bit of headspace now to get back to schoolwork and back to your day. So join us for our next Bible break again on Thursday, when we will be looking at another story, this time from the New Testament. See you on Thursday, guys. God bless. Bye.